Hey, how's it going, guys? Want to just pop on here and create a video going over briefly the banner system in Arknights Endfield. This system to me seems like a very interesting system, different than the other gacha games that we have going on right now. I am typically a Genshin Impact enthusiast. That is a game I've been playing for the past since its launch from about 2020. So with that being said, I'm very familiar with the way that the Genshin Impact banner system works. So when I saw this, I was very much taken aback. It was a very pleasant surprise. And now this is the closed beta test, so take this with what you will. But if this is what the banner system is going to be, I think that we have a lot to go ahead and look forward to here. Alrighty, so we are taking a look at the gacha system. They call this headhunt. So when you go into this is the menu, your escape menu that you're in. When you go in here, you're gonna go ahead and tap on headhunt. And right now we're presented with two banners currently when it comes to the character side of things. We have the exclusive banner, which I believe this is going to be that of a beginner banner. It looks like you have the opportunity to, I want to say, headhunt on one of these banners here. So it looks like you do actually have a chance between one of the three. Now it looks like you also have discounted attempts. So it reminds me that of Genshin Impact's beginner banner, where typically it's only 50 attempts, or it was less attempts to get a 5-star in Genshin, or at least an opportunity to kind of get discounted pulls. So in this here, we also have I guess this would be the premium banner, you could call it. And in here, we have the character, the rate up character. What's very interesting about Arknights Endfield from what I've seen is they have a system of, they have 6 stars, 5 stars, and 4 stars, different than that of Genshin Impact. One thing I'm also a big fan of is that in the game here, there is only characters. So when you do a pull, you're only getting the roster of characters. Let's take a look here at headhunting details. So in here, it talks about the different rates, different chances. So the rate up operator is a 50% chance of it being that specific 6-star. There's also a 50% chance of it being this other 5-star that's in here. Now this is a list of operators that may appear, 6-star being the highest tier, Leviathan, Yvonne, Leafang, Gilberta, Ember, those are the 6 stars that are a part of this banner, and the drop rate for them is 0.8%. Then the 5 stars have an 8%, and the 4 stars are 91.2%. So with that, the headhunting details, it tells you that this is the rate of character. This headhunting banner has a base drop rate of 0.8%. It kind of goes over the same info we looked at above here. Now they make the statement, if you make 65 headhunting attempts without getting a 6-star operator, every subsequent headhunting attempt, you will enjoy a 5% drop rate for that a 6-star operator. Drop rate is reset once you get a 6-star operator. So you play the 50-50 game, and it looks like their soft pity is about 65. I think that's pretty on par with what we see with the typical games we're in. Again, I compare it to Genshin Impact, so that's going to be my personal reference here. But 65 being the soft pity, and from 65, it looks like to me, if you do pulls, you're going to get an increase rate of 5%. This headhunting banner has a base drop of 8% for 6-star operators and an 80 attempt guarantee for 6 stars. So within 80 pulls, you are guaranteed to get a 6-star. Now, you do have to win 50-50 to get that character. But again, the character can come home early because of that 65 attempts, you get the soft pity, and if you could just get lucky and get it before. What's very interesting is that there is that 120 hard stop, and it looks like this is going to probably reset every featured banner if I'm not mistaken. Again, we won't know until we see at least another cycle of banners. If they let this beta test go on, we can verify that. But what it seems like, that seems very generous to me, is that the worst you can do is 120 pulls to guarantee yourself a copy of the limited character on the banner. So that is very awesome. When you think about it in Genshin terms, typically 80 is about like the hard stop that we see people get to, and then after 80 they have to go in another, could be up to 80, so you're looking at 160 there. While in this, it's a hard stop at 120, which is very good. Now, if we go over to the banner here, this is going to be the weapon banner, and we see that there is a separate banner for these. And the very awesome thing about this is that you just are dealing with weapons on this banner. So similar to that of the character banner, right? You're dealing with just characters on that banner. What's really awesome, what really lets this stand apart here, is you only have to worry about one currency. And hopefully this will make sense. When you look at the details here, at the very bottom, it says there are special details. Getting operators from the headhunting gives you arsenal tickets in the following rates. So when you get a character, depending on the rarity, 6 stars 1500, 5 stars 500, and a 4 star is 50. You get these arsenal tickets. Arsenal tickets are what you use to get weapons from the Arsenal Exchange. This is where your weapons come in. So that's very beautiful because you don't have to buy double sets of currency in Genshin when you use Intertwine for your characters and use Intertwine for your weapons. And so most times you're going to have to buy like 160 pulls, and that's like just a rough guess, just to get possibly a character and a weapon, to get pity on both. In this instance, imagine only having to buy just 80 pulls, and what you get off the character then converts into arsenal tickets, which you can turn around and use to purchase some of the limited time sale weapons they have. So again, you kind of avoid the gacha on the weapon system, or you can use these rate up caches that they have as well. So if you go into the cache here, it will show you that there is a rate up on a specific 6-star weapon, but this is also what's in the pool of 6 stars for you to get as well. And with this, you're also guaranteed 1 5-star or better with every attempt, and then you get a, looks like, 6-star or better with every 8 attempts. So I think it's a very, very, very forgiving system. If you have a weapon in here that's in the limited sale that you want to get, you can purchase it, because from my calculations, going say about 80 pulls on that banner should net you enough to actually have enough tickets to get a weapon. And again, they have daily weapons that are refreshing there. And then you also have, looks like a shop that just has the set of weapons in here that you can get. So just off of the bat here, I love the fact that you only have to deal with one currency. I love the fact that they separate the characters and the weapons. It really makes it very, very forgiving, and we'll have to see again if this sticks during launch. But to me, this is a huge win, especially when you compare it to the current gacha systems that we have. So if I were you, I would take a look at the current gacha systems and take a look at this video and compare it, and let me know what your guys' thoughts are below. Do you guys think that this has the potential to be one of the fairest gacha systems that we've seen when it comes to these type of games? Let me know your thoughts down below. But thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully this was a help to understanding Arknights Endfield gacha system. Peace.